Hello everyone, today we are going to be discussing the likeliest scenario for the 2020 election as of right now. So I filled in the safe states for the Republicans and for the Democrats. So we are going to be looking at more of the toss-up states right now. So starting off with Nevada, it is 77 to 23, so I would say that is likely for the Democrats. Then one that Hillary Clinton barely hung on, Biden is 70% likely to carry the state, so I would say that is a likely Democratic state as of now. Going to Colorado, we're going to see that, where's Colorado? Going to Colorado, it is 85 to 15, so I would categorize that as a likely Democratic state. It may be a safe state, but I would say it's likely as of now, because I believe Biden's lead could diminish a little bit. So looking at Iowa, which is the last one that I would say is more of clear as of who is going to win. It is 70 to 30, so I would say that is likely for the Republicans. So, looking at other states, I would say Maine is likely for Maine's 2nd district. We can look at that here. So there's Maine statewide, and Maine's 2nd district, 65 to 35. I would say that's likely because I believe Donald Trump is definitely going to win this, and I believe his lead will expand in the future to the presidency. So Nebraska's 2nd district is 56 to 44, so I would say that is a tilt state for the Democrats. And I know, I'm already getting into the tilt states, but I just wanted to clarify those before I forgot. Now, onto the other ones. Let's look at Georgia, because I do believe Georgia will be voting with Donald Trump as of now. It's 68 to 32, so I will say Georgia is either going to be by a lean margin or a likely margin, but I would say lean for now. Actually, I'll say likely because I believe Donald Trump's lead will expand in the future. So Virginia, I didn't categorize as safe, even though Virginia is a 92 to 8, which technically is state in that percent, but looking at 2016, it wasn't a safe margin, and I don't 100% expect it to be safe in the future. So I will say it is a likely margin. So I say that's the last of the states that we currently 100% know, or not 100%, but it is leaning in that direction. So in Texas, which Texas is surprising that it's not a safe state anymore, but Texas, I don't believe it's going to flip. It is still 77 to 23. So I would categorize Texas as a lean or likely margin. I know it's getting bluer, so I'll categorize it as lean for now. Now this leaves the very, very controversial states, including Florida, which Florida is Trump would need Florida to win, and I don't believe he is going to win Florida as of now. It is 62 to 38, so I will say Florida. I think his Biden's lead will diminish, so I believe Florida is going to be a tilt Democratic state. So that leaves North Carolina. It's 53 to 47. Biden took a big dip in North Carolina. His lead he used to be winning in this state in the likeliest scenarios, but he is not anymore. So it is 47 to 53. So I would say North Carolina is going to go to the Republicans. So Ohio, which is a Rust Belt state, I believe it'll lose its Rust Belt status in the future because I believe it'll vote for the wrong candidate in this election. I believe it'll vote for Donald Trump by, I would say, not a tilt margin. I would say it's a lean margin. I believe Ohio is getting more Republican, so I think it will be unreliable in future elections. Let's look at Minnesota, which is getting more Republican, but it is still 71 to 27. So I would say that is a lean for the Democrats. Wisconsin, sorry, I labeled that wrong. Actually, I'll do Arizona first because Arizona is a very interesting state. It has been a Republican state in the past, and I believe it'll go to the Democrats in this election cycle. So it is a tilt, but it is tilt for the Democrats. I think that is due to Mark Kelly in the Senate election, who is up tremendously to his opponent, to his GOP opponent, because Mark Kelly is a Democrat. And so I think Arizona as a whole is turning more blue. So that leaves pretty much the Rust Belt, which is Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. Well, that's part of it anyway. So I would say Wisconsin is probably the closest of these of this all. We're seeing it is 68 to 32. So I'm actually going to categorize just quickly all of these to be lean Democratic states, and I'll show you why. I believe this is the closest one, but it is not going to Trump. Michigan is actually very surprising. I was very surprised when I actually first saw this. 82 to 18. I will categorize these all as lean, just because they were, in 2016, they were Republican states, so it is kind of uncertain. But looking at those numbers, I mean, I could categorize them as likely now. I'm just going to keep them as lean, just in case Biden's lead diminishes. So Michigan is 18 to 82, and the last one, which is Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania in 2016 actually put Trump over the edge in electoral votes. That's what actually I would say determined it at that point. It's 70 to 30 in favor of Biden, which I would say is lean at this point. So I would say Michigan is the most surprising out of them all, and then Wisconsin is closer, but it's still for Biden. This is, I believe, the likeliest scenario of what is going to happen in 2020. There are many things, as of now, I believe this is the likeliest scenario. Many things could happen before the election. This could change tremendously, but as of now, I would say, according to the polls, this is the likeliest scenario.